Good morning. So, welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 5 of Ignite, and we're going to start using this pillowcase. So, either t-shirt, a pillowcase, a belt, a tea towel, a towel, whatever. So, come lie on the floor. Let's begin. So, lie on the floor, lie on your back, knees are bent. And just landing in, having a sense of this moment in your body. Begin to sway your knees from side to side as they sway, as they rock. Just with a sense of your belly, your hips, the buttocks, the lower back. We've been progressively and steadily building strength into our lower back, building mobility, ability. Nice. Come back to center. From here, we're going to begin to roll a little bit. So bring both arms above your head and your elbows are bent. And then roll over onto your right side. And as you roll over onto your right side, reach your right arm long. And then reach your left hand up, like as if you were going to pick up a mobile phone or something above where your right hand also is. So the two hands are reaching over towards the top of your mat. And then come back. Both elbows are bent. And then to the other side. Rock your knees to the left, reach your arms to the left, and reach the right arm really long and as far as you can. And that's going to be pulling up out of your belly, along your rib cage, and all the way into your fingertips. And then come back to center. So do that a few times. Over towards the right, reach that left arm long till you draw out of your belly. Lean into it. Feel that deep sense of satisfaction. And back to center. And over towards the left, reaching the right arm long, reaching from your belly, creating length. Nice. So you can stay at that level, or if you strain your legs, it's harder. So roll over onto your right side, reach your left arm long, and my hips are still parallel. No, I'm still resting on the side of my right hip. I haven't crossed my thighs and fallen towards the floor with my chest. I'm reaching and elongating to the left side. Left foot is back, left arm is up. And then back to center. And then over towards the left side of my right hand. Right leg is reaching back behind me. And then come back. One more time each side, either with your knees bent or your legs straight. Reaching, center, reaching, center. Nice. So grab your thing, whatever it is that you're using. I'm going to call it a pillowcase, okay? So bend your knees, lift your bum off the floor, place your bum back down. Draw your right leg up, and then sweep your thing, your pillowcase, around your right foot. And hold on to the two ends of your pillowcase with your hands. If you have nothing, it's also okay. You can just hold on to your calf or your knee or your foot. And then slowly begin to lengthen into your right leg. And I have a little bit of resistance because my hands are holding onto the tea towel or pillowcase. Bend your knee. Lengthen into your leg. Bend your knee. Lengthen into your leg. And I have a sense of, because my pillowcase is holding my foot, I have a much more direct relationship to how my heel stretches towards the ceiling. Just bending my knee and stretching my leg. Nice. Bring your leg so it's over your hip, and hold on to the two sides of the cloth with your right hand. And open your right leg a little bit out towards the right. And then back to center. And let it sway a little bit towards the left. So you have that achy feeling in your leg of lengthening. Out towards the right. And center. And what I'm noticing in my body is that I don't want to go to that tight place on my inner thigh too deeply. I'm just swaying my leg from one side and back to center. Over towards the right, and back up to center. I'm just feeling the range of the possibility of my leg. As we progress through the week, this will change. Okay. Release your right foot, bring your foot to the floor, other side, bend your left knee, wrap your thing around your left foot, and lengthen into your left leg, and then bend your knee. And so the pillowcase is wrapped around the front part of my foot, so the ball of my foot, the arch of my foot, and as a result, it's drawing my foot a little bit more towards me, and I'm feeling a little bit more length in the back of my calf and into the back of my leg. Let's notice how that is for you. Lengthening, bending, lengthening, bending. Nice, one more time. Lengthen, hold on to the two sides of your pillowcase with your left hand, and then begin to just gently sway your left leg out, and then a little bit over towards the right. It really feels like maybe even close your eyes. It's not about where it goes, it's you connecting to a range of swing in your leg in wholesomeness. So, how do you wholesomely, connectedly swing your left leg out to the side and then back up to center? One more time. Side and center. Oh, sweet. Get rid of your thing. We'll come back to that again tomorrow. And then from here, lift both feet off the floor and bring the soles of your feet together. I'm going to change your orientation so you can see me a little bit clearer. Okay. So bring the soles of your feet together. And I'm trying to bring the baby toe side of my feet together. So my knees, I'm trying to draw as wide apart as they go. And then bring your knees together. And then try and bring your feet as wide apart as they go. Now, feet together, knees apart, knees together, feet apart. Let just begin to flow, knees wide, feet wide, wide, and wide. Now we're going to do windscreen wipers. So bring your left toes to touch your right knee, and my right foot is pointing towards the right as well. And then windscreen wipers to the left. And I'm just touching my knee lightly with my toes, but I'm really rolling my 2 feet so they're parallel or they're mirroring each other. Maybe that's not the right word, but they are moving in sync in the same direction, but differently. Just feel that. Nice. Now bring the soles of your feet together, reach down, hold on to your feet, and just pull your feet towards your belly. Sink into your belly. Feel into your inner thighs. Let your lower back melt a little bit into the floor. So I have the sense where when I bring my awareness to my lower back, I can ease or sink or soften and connect into the floor in a deeper way. Nice. Release, bring both feet to the floor, just pause. Nice. So we're going to roll over and come up to sit. So I always love noticing how I do that because these are skills that are just really important. So notice, so I always want to go to the right. I'm like, oh, I'm going to roll over and I'm going to go to the right. So I'm going to roll over and go to the left today because it's always good to encourage movement in directions that we don't usually do. And then lengthen your legs out long and sit up tall. Wow, we're sitting up. Nice. So mind your sit bones, just rock from side to side. Nice. Feel the floor beneath you. Hands around your thighs and just roll into your ankles. And roll in the other direction. Nice. Slide your right foot up. Your baby toe slides along the floor. And stretch it out. Slide your left foot up. Baby toe slides along the floor. And roll it out. And just notice how do your knees feel as you do that. How do your hips feel? How does your spine feel? Now, so I'm off my mat with my feet. So if you're on your sticky mat, you might find that you're sticking to the floor. You might have to bring your feet off your mat. Okay? Nice. And now we're going to do the outside. So bring your big toe on the right to the floor and then slide your right heel up in the direction of your right bum. And then out. And then left heel slides up in the direction of your left bum. You can bring your hands to the floor, so it's the opposite hand that comes to the floor. So as I bend my left knee, my right hand comes to the floor. As I bend my right knee, my left hand comes to the floor. Or you can do it without hands. So as we do this, we're mobilizing knees, hips, lower back, spine. Nice, pause for a moment. Sitting up tall. So now bring both baby toes to the floor and slide both feet up towards you. Reach down, hold on to your ankles, sit up tall. So those of you who are doing yoga all along through the archives of Yoga with Ciara, this will be very straightforward because you've been doing yoga all summer. Those of you who took a complete break may find that you're like, oh, it's been a while since I sat on the floor. We don't sit on the floor anymore. So it's always a good thing to sit on the floor. Let's just find that length, stretching through the spine or lengthening through the spine. I'm anchoring down and lengthening. Let's stretch your legs out long. So earlier when we were doing windscreen wipers, we're going to do that and it's going to end up into zigzag. So glide both feet towards the right. And so as a result, both of my knees are pointing towards the left. And I'm in zigzag to the left. And then stretch your legs out long. And then bend both knees, feet move towards the left. Knees are pointing towards the right. Zigzag to the right. Do that one more time each side. Feet move to the right. Knees to the left. Feet move to the left. Knees to the right. And lengthen your legs out long. Nice. Cool. So bring the soles of your feet together. I've been moving slowly forward. So bring the soles of your feet together and your knees apart and have your feet so they're maybe 6 inches apart or so. So there's some space between your feet. And then bring your right foot to stand. Bring your left hand to the floor and reach like you're trying to tap the shoulder of somebody out and over towards the left side of your mat. So it's like shoulder height, but my hand is out. And I'm like, I'm trying to tap their shoulder to say, hey, excuse me. Hello. And come all the way back. Nice. Other side. Bring your left foot to the floor, right hand to the floor. Reach out and tap the shoulder of the person over here towards the right. Nice. And just begin to travel over towards the left, reaching. And the person is just beyond my fingertips. So I'm having to like lean and reach and extend. I'm using every part of my belly and my torso to get me there. Nice. One more time side. Now, stretch your legs out long, hands to your thighs, roll into your belly. Just a big sense of circling. So sitting on the floor is an amazing thing to do. It's just good for your legs, good for your hips, good for all the strength it takes. Roll yourself in the other direction. All the strength it takes to get you up to standing. You use your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your hips, your spine. You use everything to stand back up again. So sitting down and then standing up is a wonderful thing. Cool. So bring your left hand to your left thigh. And your left hand is more or less going to stay here the whole time. And then reach your right hand to the outside of your left foot. And I feel this feeling of my rib cage is gliding forward, and I have a stretch to the back of my shoulder. And then bring your right hand to the floor beside your right hip, and then slide it back like you're trying to pick up a scarf behind you. Nice. Right hand to the outside of the left foot. Right hand behind you, leaning back like you're trying to pick something up. How far back can you go in wellness? Forward, I'm dropping my head down. Back, I'm looking where I'm reaching with my hand. Forward, and back. Nice. So next time you glide forward, just pause there. My head is dropping down. I'm twisting slightly so my right side is longer and my left side is shorter. Notice how your left hip and shoulder are close to each other and your right hip and shoulder are really far apart from each other. Cool. Come to sit upright and then glide your right hand behind you and your left hand to the outside of your knee and twist. And so all the deep muscles we were just using there, you're now using them to sit up tall and spiral. So maybe just check, if you take your hands away, can you hold the position and deepen the position with your abdominal muscles, with your chest muscles? Like twist yourself a little bit deeper using your torso and then reconnect your hands. So your hands are scaffolding. They're not what's shaping your torso. So deepen into the belly, get taller, spiraling up to the top of your head. Drop your breath into your belly. And just feel how deep the breath moves into the diaphragm, into the belly as you spiral through the spine. Nice. Come back to center, other side. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. It's more or less going to stay there. And then reach your left hand to the outside of your right foot. And then bring your left hand behind you and lean back and try and pick something up behind you. Forward to the outside of your right foot. Back on the left side. Forward and back. Nice. One more time. Forward, pause there. Feel the length through the left ribs, the left side of your waist. Feel that there's distance between the left shoulder, left hip. And just even compress a bit more on the right so you can squeeze your right shoulder towards your right hip to create more length into the left side. Nice. Coming upright to sit, and then bring the left hand just behind you to the floor behind your bum, and then bring your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Spiraling. So again, check that you can do this without your hands. So spiral a little bit deeper and lift your hands off where they're touching. And so you spiral using your abdominal muscles, the rib muscles, your shoulders, and then reconnect your hands and stabilize. Breathing into your belly, spiraling up to the top of your head. Nice. And release. Just roll your shoulders, big circle. Wow, we've come all the way up to sit now. Day 5. How wonderful. Roll your shoulders in the other direction. Nice, come on the floor. So rolling slowly backwards, rolling all the way back, pulling out to your knees perhaps, or resisting as you go. Just find the position that feels like it suits you. Either feet flat on the floor, Soles of your feet together, legs long, squeeze your knees up towards you. And just find that ease for the next minute or two. Just really settle in, rocking, resting, squeezing your knees, doing what feels good and wonderful for your spine. Nice, guys. That was very lovely. And we're sitting, which is really cool. Just one moment. Yes. And thanks to all those of you who've contributed. Very awesome. Really appreciate it. Very beautiful to have you here with me. And yeah, if anybody wants to more information about anything, info@nother.com, and Sinead and I will get back to you. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Those of you who are doing the day after club, it's really cool. I'm really proud of you. It's very wonderful really working out what suits you in your timetable. And as a result, yeah, finding the space in your day. Yeah, great for all of you for doing that. For me too. So great. I will see you all tomorrow. And thanks for joining me. As always, such a pleasure. Be awesome. Be you. Be epic. Be well.